coal camp in Virginia near the Kentucky border. When I was 18, the company went out of business and we were forced to move to a nearby town. Then they came in and they tore down all the houses, they cut down all the trees, and they stripped the land. So if I took you back there, I can't even show you the contour of the land where we lived. And this had a very big emotional, mental, and spiritual impact on me. And so over my life, I've come to realize that the land doesn't have a voice and it's powerless, and so it needs somebody to speak out for it, and it needs somebody to help. And so through the Catawba Lands Conservancy, I've been able to be a part of a group of people who do speak for the land, who helps conserve the land and protect the land, and that's been just a real joy to me. So stewardship volunteers go out on the land once a year. We have to walk all the 8,000 acres. We mainly walk the perimeter of those properties because if an encroachment's going to happen, it's going to happen on the perimeter. And so if somebody had a runoff that encroached on our land, we would be able to detect that. The other thing we do is that we take pictures at various places when we monitor, so that we have those pictures for our due diligence. So if this did happen, we could say, hey, it used to look like this and now look what's happened. So what we do when we monitor is we put up these little signs, these photo point signs, and we do that so that when we do this again next year, we monitor all our properties every year, that we would know that this spot is one of our photo spots where we make a picture and the number so that we can match all this stuff up when we get back. So what we do is we attach these to trees. Well, this is Frank Bragg's property. There's 500-ish acres here. It's about 5 parcels. When we monitor it, we bring out about 4 teams, and it takes us all day to walk this property, so it's pretty big. It's got a number of conservation values. There's open space, there's the vegetation that's here, the trees and forest. There's a stream over here behind me, Rama Creek, so it's for clean water that we're involved in. The other thing is this is the home, it's the only place anywhere near this area that we found timber rattlers, and they're here, and it's very much interested to herpetologists that are interested in reptiles. When we take a property on, we take it on in perpetuity. We've taken this property, the conservation easement we hold here, that we're dedicated to look after this forever, and forever is a long time. So it's very important that we have a strong stewardship group. Land changes hands. Now the conservation easement goes with the deed, but as we recently found out, this was a municipality was going to put a sewer line in. It hadn't checked the deed. If we hadn't had a monitor out there that saw some of this activity, we would never have known it and been able to get involved and do something about that. So even well-meaning people can forget to check deeds and to know. So it's important that we're out on this land every year looking after it basically forever. We're just running out of these green spaces, and not only is there the clean air and the clean water, but I think there's something about being out here and feeling the breezes and seeing things that are not straight lines and 90-degree corners and stuff that helps your mind, your spirits, your mental attitude. And I think if we lose these green places, we're going to do ourselves a great injustice.